Hi, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Our devotion for today, July 21st, 2021, is from St. Luke chapter 24, verses 45 through 46. Verse 45 and 46. And then he opened their minds to understand the Scriptures and said to them, "Thus it is written, that the Christ should suffer and on the third day rise from the dead." Have you ever wondered what scriptures in particular Jesus was pointing to, that he opened their minds to regarding his suffering and death and resurrection? Well, how about some of these for a start? They're not all of the ones that are in Scripture, but it's a nice selection for you to contemplate, to meditate over. Zechariah 13, verse 7, God will strike the shepherd and his sheep will scatter. Isaiah 50, verse 6, I offered my back to those who beat me and my cheeks to those who pulled out my beard. I did not hide my face from mockery and spitting. Isaiah 53, 7, He was led like a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep is silent before shearers, he never said a word. Psalm 22, verse 16, My enemies surround me like a pack of dogs. An evil gang closes in on me. They have pierced my hands and feet. Psalm 22, verse 14, My life is poured out of me like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My strength has dried up like sun-baked clay. My tongue sticks to the roof of my mouth. Psalm 69, 21b, They offer me sour wine for my thirst. Psalm 109, verse 4, I love them, but they try to destroy me with accusations, even as I am praying for them. Psalm 22, verse 18, They divide my garments among themselves and throw dice for my clothing. For resurrection scripture, hear these. Psalm 16, verse 10, For you will not abandon my soul to Sheol, nor let your Holy One see corruption. Isaiah 53, 10 and 11, Yet it was the will of God to crush him. He has put him to grief. When his soul makes an offering for guilt, he shall see his offspring. He shall prolong his days. The will of the Lord shall prosper in his hand. Out of the anguish of his soul he shall see and be satisfied. By his knowledge shall the righteous one, my servant, make many to be accounted righteous, and he shall bear their iniquities. Daniel 12, 2 and 3. And many of those who sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And those who are wise shall shine like the brightness of the sky above, and those who turn many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. There are more, as I said, but this is a good start. Perhaps it would be good for you to meditate on each of these verses, realizing that they were spoken well before the birth of Jesus. But all of these happened to Jesus. Have you thought about these scriptures as maybe helps you could use when you talk to unbelieving friends about the truth of Scripture and why Jesus had to suffer and then be crucified? Go in peace. Serve the Lord.